All right, good morning, everybody. This is Trader Zebra here, and I'm going to be doing the forecast analysis for week 2023. So, as we previously predicted in week 2022, we obviously experienced a push-up. Price was here, which was last week Thursday, last week Friday, and obviously um, on Sunday within Friday and Sunday. Okay, this is the where price stop on Friday. So within Friday and Sunday, we have price created a push up. All right, price created this push up and then came back down, and now that's what we anticipate. Now, the reason is because price created equal lows at this level on GBPUSD. So this is GBPUSD that we're looking at right now, week 2023. Let's see what the market holds. First of all, we need to mark out this daily high. This is daily high right here that the market created. All right. And also we have this daily equal lows that the market created, which is called support. So we have this support here, and we have this area here of uh, resistance. So we need to see the reason we're using that place as resistance because previously price came up there and rejected, and now we see price playing around this area in anticipation of breaking out of this zone or breaking low. But already we have a double bottom, which is a strong rejection at this level as well. So this is where we're looking at price, but we're very much bullish on GU still. We're still bullish. So we see price obviously created this swing high. And now we have this area of support. So this is what we see on GU. And also we can anticipate that price may rally up to this high for future price action TP. So we'll call that strong resistance as well area that we're looking at price to come to. But at the moment, this is the lowest low that we're looking at price. Except price break this low. If price will break this low on the daily, then we should be anticipating that price is coming all the way down to this area of price action. So we can be anticipating that. And so this is what I can see right now on the daily. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Now, if you go to the 4-hour time frame, you will discover that price obviously again created a double bottom at this level. So this is a swing high. Now, if you check based on my 4-hour analysis strategy, you will also based on 4-hour order flow. If I do the order flow, very simple order flow strategy I do, we can see that price created this area of swing high for this area where this high was broken, and I move on when this high was broken, price swing higher, okay, and then created this liquidity because this was the push that led to that break here. So we have liquidity grab on the 4-hour, liquidity and liquidity grab on the 4-hour, and then price rally. So we see that this high was broken. So now we have this swing high. So this is obviously the recent range on the 4-hour. So if this is the recent range on the 4-hour, what that means to us that we are still trading bullish within the range. We are still within the range bullish. So what I would do on the 4-hour is a simple thing. And this is what I want you to see. I'm going to be looking at this range right now. This is the recent range on the 4-hour. Okay. And the market is bullish. based on structure. So I'm going to use the discount box to give us an idea of what to do and what to expect. Now, first of all, this is GBpUSD. This is my analysis top down, and I'm looking at price breaking above. If price come up here, remember, this is a very strong area to sell. If price come up here without breaking this high, that means I'm looking for the price to push up. That price will rally up here, okay? Without breaking this high, I'm going to look for a sell. The market is going to drop. I'm going to look for a sell. But if price come back down again without breaking this low, I'm going to look for a buy. So let me explain that, because you need to understand how the this whole structure work. The first thing is, this is the recent high that the market created. Okay, this is the current high. This is the current low. So we are still bullish. In other words, that's what we're looking at. We're bullish. Now, irrespective of what the market has done by pulling back down to create a core low, the market still went up. It went up. Okay, so here we are. Price is at equilibrium. So what that means is that there is room for us to, the market, to either sell if it fails to break this recent high. That will become the new lower high that will smash down to take out liquidity in all of these lows. And that is possible. So for the reason being that the market is at equilibrium right now, we are not looking for opportunities until and unless. So what you're going to do as you look at the market is to wait for price to break above this high and watch what price does at this 4-hour resistance level. So you want to see what price does at that 4-hour resistance level. If price come here at the 4-hour resistance level and they reject without breaking this high, guys, I'm going to be looking for sell. So look for sell, because that will become a new trend to the downside. So you are starting the trend. You want to join the trend. So you know that the market is going to smash down. But be careful while you're selling, because we need to still see that market break structure to the lower side before we know that we are fully switching from a high to a low. That means from a bullish momentum to a bearish momentum. Okay, it's very important. You need to see price need to break this structure. So counter trade here we sell because the market is still bullish. But if the market comes all the way down and then after selling and it breaks this during the week, it breaks this low, this current low, then we should be anticipating more sell to the downside where the price will come to the support. Resistance level. Yeah. Obviously this is support at that level, that low where we talked about. That would be on the daily low, this low here. So that's what we should be anticipating, waiting for, that the market will do. So on GU right now, the market is at equilibrium, what you call consolidation phase, and we can see that at this particular area. Okay, and now we have this back into it and breaking out, which one we want to see. And if that happens, then we'll be saying that two things. We're gonna either counter trade by selling if price fails to break this high on the lower time frame, or we definitely wants to look at, because this is a sell zone. Remember that this is a sell zone. You don't need to be buying in that area. If you even see what price has done previously, you don't need to be buying in that area. You need to look for sell in that area. So what we need to do is price may drop. If price drop, we're looking for buy here. And if it fails to break the structure, that's what we're looking for buy. But if it break this low, then we should anticipate that they are taking out this liquidity at this level. So that is for GBpUSD. Now let's look at Euro USD. Now I took a trade last weekend on Euro USD and price got to my TP1 and fails to hit my last TP. Obviously, price gave me a very good trade here on this particular pair. So let me remove this artwork. Okay, now let's go to the daily on Euro USD. Very straightforward analysis for those of you that trade this pair, which GDP is my major pair, and also I trade Euro USD and SP500 sometimes. So we can see that again, the same picture paints is viewed on this pair. We see that the market created this area of support, resistance level. Okay, we have this resistance level here, and we also have this support level that the market has created. Okay, so that is very important to see. And also we have this high that the market created. So we have this high which the market has given us, and we have this recent structure, okay, right here. So this is the area. Now, question, is the market bullish on the daily? Well, of course, the market is bullish on the daily because we just see that this swing low, the market just broke this high, this swing low right here, this low, this lower high has been taken out with this push up. So we can see that this from here to here, we can see that the market is pulling back. If I put my fib here and drag it to that top, you will see that price came to 61 and rejected and is rallying up. So this is where the price is now at 0 point level. We want this high to be broken. So if we go to the 4 hour, we can see obviously that price is in the consolidation phase for those of you trading in the swing direction. But you will see that we are obviously on the 4 hour range. So let's look at the current 4 hour range for us to be able to determine what the market is doing. Our current 4 hour range is at this point right now. This is our current 4 hour range. So what that means to us is that the market is intending to either push higher because of the liquidity at the top, or the market may come back to this low before we buy. Now, let me explain something. You can see this bearish candle that just printed before the market closed. It's rejecting at this zone. Why? Because they were already equal highs. You see this support, this resistance zone that we have here? That's where the market has been rejecting, and it just rejected again, creating a pool of liquidity for us. Now, we can see that this is a structural low on the 4 hour right here. We have a structural low on the 4 hour. So if price comes down and take off that low, we should be anticipating that the market will sell, go down more to take out more lows and come back here before it rally up to take out liquidity. So in other words, we can see that the market is struggling to push higher. And that's why if we check the daily that we just did, we can see that the market obviously is consolidating in that area on the daily time frame. Let me show you one more time. You see this struggle here. You see that? This is a struggle. It means that the market is failing to push higher. So what we want to see is that if the 4 hour structural low is broken, the first structural low, which is this one, then we should be anticipating that the market is going to go down. But at the moment, there's a struggle here. There's a consolidation phase, and the market is struggling. But overall, the market is bullish. Overall, from the daily time frame, the market is strongly bullish. So there's possibility and the market may sustain the bullishness overall. But just in case the market shifts momentum and starts selling, then you can tell the reason. Why? First of all, there is already a consolidation on the daily time frame, creating a strong support as a resistance area at the stop. And also the market we're looking at a change of direction from bullish to bearish any moment soon. So for that reason, we need to consider a lot of other factors. Number one, what is the fundamental saying? Number two, what is the sentimental saying? And these are things we need to check on a daily basis. Check the fundamentals, check the sentimental analysis. You must have a tool. There are so many websites that can help you to look at those things. So uh, those are the two pairs I'm looking at. So at the moment, there's no sell opportunity. I will need to wait for the candle to push lower for me to buy. If we break this low, then I know that we are shifting momentum to the sell side. So I will be looking for sell. But at the moment, it is still unpredictable to tell whether the market is going to buy or, continues to buy or sell until this liquidity level is taken. So what I would do is to trade wisely Euro USD until price push higher or come lower. And if it fails to break, if price fail, this is 4 hour. If price fail to break this 4-hour low that you see here, structural low, then I'm looking for more buys. So the only way to do that is to anticipate what the market has done right now. This is a swing low that took out this low, creating a first lower low. But the market rally up and then phases up. This might be in part of the news. But guess what? We're still pushing down. So if the market break this low and this low, then we should be taking more trade to the downside. But at the moment, as a day trader, what do I look for? I'm looking for opportunity where the market will create a new structural low on the 4-hour. If the market creates a new structural low, if it break this structure, then I'll be looking for sell. But if it fails to break this structure and push higher, then I'll be looking for more buys above this high, above this level here, where we have this strong resistance. Then I'll be targeting more opportunities. So one of the reasons you need to join a daily trade analysis setup that is being sent to you from our website or from our group, which we have going on every day. You need to join because it will help you to catch the daily trade setup that we're looking at. And the link to join that group is in the description below. Call it Trading Lab, where you have every daily trade analysis sent to you and you'll be able to see the setup. So the link is in the description of this video. That's what we're looking at. So SP500, amazing setup here last week, and we were able to take that. Let me show you the daily. Now, this is the daily time frame. We are very bullish on SP500. We're still very bullish, as you can see. So, but the only challenge we have is, again, the market is creating strong consolidation area, which is where we have strong resistance here on the daily. And we can see that the market has given us a new structural low by taking our liquidity here. So we have this area of support that the market has created. So this is what we see right now. But we're bullish, although the market created consolidation. But if you look at this swing high, you realize that the market is still strongly bullish on SP500. So this indices, we're looking at the 4-hour now. So on the 4-hour, we can see what the market has done by creating a very strong bullish candle on this 4-hour time frame, which obviously still tells us that the market is strongly bullish. So now, what you need to look for is a beautiful opportunity for price to pull back. On this particular setup, I'm looking for pullbacks. On this particular trade, I'm looking for pullbacks. If the market pullbacks, which is going to be found on the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to be looking at the 1 hour time frame for a pullback to get into the trade. So for that reason, I'll look at what market did here by breaking structure high, structure high. So a reasonable pullback on this one will give us opportunity to continue the buy, because this is the buy market. You don't want to sell this pair at all. You don't want to sell it. Of course, you can counter trade it if you want, but be careful. So I'll be looking for a pullback at least to 38. I need a pullback to 38, 0.38. If that happens, then we're going to continue to the upside to buy the market. So we should be, this is a buy market. Just wait for a pullback, and then worst case scenario, it gets to 0.61. When price get to 0.61, you're looking for opportunity. You want to pull back to either 0.38 or 0.61, and then we continue to the upside, because this is what the market is going to do to take out liquidity. We have liquidity at the zones. Also, these highs are potential opportunity for market to take out liquidity as well and continue to the upside. But at the moment, we can't be selling until this structure is broken. We can tell them, well, of course, if price pull back, that's fine, we buy. But if we continue to the upside without pulling back, then we'll look for opportunity to sell at this key level here. Did you get the idea? Assuming price continue to the upside without pulling back on SP500, then if it gets here and reject, then we're looking for sell. We'll be able to sell and then take a little counter trend easily, and then look for opportunity to buy after the counter trend. But at the moment, this is exactly what I see on that. Now let's take a little bit on fundamentals before we round it up. A little bit of fundamentals here. This is my tool I use for fundamental tops analysis trade, just to look at the fundamental and sentimental analysis. This is simply for fundamentals and sentimental. Now we have Euro USD is very bullish, and we see that GDP USD is also bullish, but not very bullish. So we can see a sign that GDP USD, from being very bullish last week to turning into bullish. So we can see that there is a shift already happening on GU, which means that there might be a sell. Market might shift from being bullish to bearish any moment, and also, which is very important to note. So let's look at the sentimental aspect of the retail position. Let's look at the retail position of those two pairs. First of all, we see SP500 is bullish. As we can see, it's a bullish market. That means we follow the lower percentage of the sentiment, not the higher percentage. The higher percentage is necessarily the crowd, which is 90% all the time. They are wrong, so we follow the market. You see, if 71% is selling the market, why is SP500 so bullish? Why is it bullish? If that's true, if the market is selling, why do we see SP500 so bullish? It shows that those who are selling are fewer, but yet in the numbers of the sentiment, it's telling us that they are higher. So which is obviously the opposite. So that means you have to go with the lower percentage of those who are buying. This is the real idea. Now, SP500 is bullish. Then GDP USD is also bullish. Euro USD is also bullish. So this is the area we're looking at, because these three pairs, they are bullish on the sentiment, which is great. And we want to look at that to make decisions in the coming market. So that's all I can take on this top analysis today. Remember, don't forget to check your news. You have to check your factory, forex factory again, to know what the market is doing for the week. So let's quickly go to the forex factory and see what the expectations are in the market. Now, tomorrow we have PMI coming in tomorrow on Monday, and then on the 4th we have CPI, which is jotted open 3 p.m. There are a few fundamental news coming in, and we can see on the 5th we have a lot of fundamental news also coming in that will affect Canada dollars and US dollars. And on the 6th, which is obviously Thursday, and this is Friday, which we know that is a big day for unemployment rates, NFP, and all of that. So this coming week is a very important week on fundamentals. So you need to be very careful as you trade. Very important. All right, guys, this is all I can take on this video. I don't want it to be too long. Watch the video again, do your analysis, and then trade in the direction of the trend. Do not trade against the trend if you are beginner. For those of you starting new, trade in the direction of the trend. All right, so I've already given you a guide on what to expect in the market and how to trade in that direction. So I encourage you to trade in that direction, and also use your strategy wisely, use your risk management wisely, and you'll be all right. Thank you, guys. If you need more information from us, the link is in the description below. You can join our Telegram group, and also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Turn on the bell notification, and I'll get to you all the time when I send in new videos. Also, listen, why not join us to trade on our trading lab? Daily trade analysis setup will be given to you every day as soon as we have a trade setup, and you risk what you can afford to lose. And that way, you'll be in the market floating with us as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next week. Until then, collect all the pips you can. Bye for now.